Hello everybody, it's Wendy, and today we are going to attempt to make a necklace using this starfish from the latest edition of the Bargain Bead Box, which is July. So our encouraging word for today is take a chance. So that's because I'm taking a bit of a chance with this necklace because number one, this hole here throws me because it's in the middle. Somebody on my YouTube channel said, you can't bralette wrap it. She tried and it just didn't look right. And so, and then I had the thought to put jump rings on either side, but I didn't really want to do that. So I think I'm going to try to use some leather here. Now this leather I bought from a place called Antique Cord on Etsy. It is 1mm leather, which is kind of giving me fits because I really needed a 0.5mm for this, but we're going to go with it. And I'm going to be tying a couple barrel knots, which I'm not real accomplished at. So we'll see how this turns out. But anyway, the beads that I would like to use, so I've got these laid out. I think these are so pretty. I have these pulled out and these seashell beads. And these are, some of them will fit over the leather and some of them won't. So we'll just have to figure out which ones will and which ones won't because their holes are kind of different sizes. And then I've got these pulled out and these beautiful agate cubes. I love these. So I've pulled them out as well. I just have a bunch of different stuff out here. We're going to see how it goes. And then these starfish. I have 2 cord ends. These are crimp lock cord ends. I'm going to be gluing them and crimping them. They are on my website if you're interested. I have a crystal because I really kind of wanted to do something sparkly in the middle here on the seahorse. I have some E6000 for the crystal and these. I have the bead caps from the box this month. And then I have some, so I've got some Lumiere, a light body metallic acrylic in pearl turquoise. And I've got some vintage patina in emerald. Okay, and what I've done is I have mixed these two together in this little paint pot to create this kind of custom color that I want. I have some UV resin here, a paintbrush, a lobster clasp. Where did my lobster clasps go? Oh, where did my lobster clasp go? Daggone it. I have to find it because, oh, here it is. And you know what? He looks gold. Uh-oh, that won't work. Hold on. I thought it was antique silver. There, we'll go with that guy. So lobster clasp, a noodle bead to make some barrel knots, and of course your jewelry tools. And I think that's everything. I think. You may need a jump ring or two. Probably will. So anyway, let's go ahead and we'll see if we can create something here today. So what I have done is I have mixed the Lumiere acrylic, light body acrylic, metallic acrylic in pearl turquoise with just a tiny, tiny bit of this emerald patina because I wanted it to be more turquoise, and it's really, the green kind of overwhelmed it. But it pretty closely matches this color. And then all I've done is I've taken a little bit of UV resin here and put it in here. And I'm just going to mix this. Now the UV resin's gotten a little, let me put a little bit more out here. Okay. I'm just going to mix it. Mix the color in. And what this is going to do when I cure it is just give it a real kind of glossy, almost enameled kind of thing going on here. So I'm just going to paint the starfish a little bit. And now I'm not going to leave it on this thick. I'm going to take a bunch back off. I don't want it to be overwhelming, but I did want to do something to it just because, I don't know, he was very, very silver and I just thought this would be really pretty. So we'll see. But I do, again, want it to have a not totally covered look. I'm going to get this all over me, I know. Okay. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to take a paper towel. Let me grab one. Okay, and I'm gonna set him on this paper towel. Get this off my fingers. It's gonna be everywhere. I'm so messy, you guys, with this kind of stuff. Put the lid back on that. And I'm just gonna kind of dab. So I want the silver to show back through quite a bit. So I'm just kind of dabbing the edges here a little bit. And that looks pretty good. That's pretty much what I'm wanting it to do. Might pull a little bit back out of the middle. I don't want it to be overwhelming. I just wanted it to be a touch. Okay, now I'm going to stick this under the UV lamp and let it cure. And it just needs to cure under there for about 30 seconds, maybe not even that long. And then if you want, you can add more to it or not. I don't think I'm going to. I think I kind of want to leave it. See, I've got it all over me. And then we're just going to go ahead and we're going to string this bad boy up. I'm just going to let that cure. I'm pulling the dry glue off. Now let me grab it. And here it is. So I like that. I think it turns out really cool. Looks really pretty. And yeah, okay. So now I am going to take my glue and I'm just going to glue my little crystal right in the middle. I just wanted a little sparkle on there. This is a light turquoise AB Swarovski. Just put a little glue down there. There we go. And, you know, it's not real obvious, but I think it's pretty. Okay. So there is our little starfish. He's looking pretty cute. Cool. I am going to stick him back under the UV lamp for just a little bit longer. Okay. We're just going to let him cure for just a little bit longer. Okay. So a lot of people, see, I've got this all over me. A lot of people were having trouble with that middle hole on that starfish and just how to use it. And yeah, it was kind of different. We had a turtle from the curated bead box here that had that same hole, and I haven't done anything with it yet, but I will. Let me get that off. But I haven't yet. So while that is curing, let's take a look at our beads here. So I love these. I thought they were so pretty. They're going to add such a nice sparkle into this project here. And then we've got these frosted cubes and these starfish. And then I love the seashells, of course. And these rondelles will add a lot of sparkle. And then I have these fluted guys here too. And I wanted to pull them in as well. And we're going to do a bunch of knotting. Knotting and patina and leather today. So these are all things that I don't do a lot. So I'm kind of trying to stretch myself a little. All right. Let me grab the starfish. Okay, so I have made a change here last second. I've switched up my color of leather. So this is more of a grayish silvery color because once I patinaed the starfish, that other leather was just too much of the same shade. And I like this. I think this is better contrast, okay? So we're going to cut about, I'm wanting to do probably about 3 feet of this leather. Mainly because I just want to be sure that I have enough because I'm going to do some knotting, okay? So, yeah, I'm going to go about 3 feet here, and we're going to create a barrel knot. So, I'm just going to take my leather, I'm going to double it through this hole, just like this. I'm going to take my noodle bead and put it right in between these two pieces of leather. And just holding as tight as I can, I'm going to start wrapping down. So there's one, and I'm going below that one, 2, 3, 4, I went too short, didn't I? And 5. I like to go around about 5 times. Let me see if I can. No, I'm going to have to. Sorry, guys, I went too short on it. I'm going to have to get a little bit more up here. Okay, let's try this again. All right. 1, 2. It's so fiddly. That's 2. 3, 4, and 5. Okay, and then I'm just going to go up through my tube like this with my cord. Oh, come on, goodness. It's being very difficult. And then when I pull my cord out, or my tube out, I've got my little barrel knot, and I just need to tighten it down. Okay, so just like this. And I don't want to do it too close, but I do want to do it close enough to where, and I'm going to pull it very tight on this one. The other one will slide a little for a minute, but we're going to fix that here in a second. So pull this one very tight, and there is our neat little barrel knot. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to take this and I'm going to trim it off right down there at the beginning, and then I'm going to take my E6000 and I'm going to cover this knot really good with E6000 just on the end right there. Okay, and then I'm going to take one of my beads, one of my seashell beads, and again you have to figure out which ones will fit. This one will. I'm going to scoot him all the way down here and right into that glue, and when he dries, that'll be secure there. It will glue the knot kind of to the bead and keep it from coming undone. Okay, so I'm going to take a bead cap, put it towards my bead. I'm going to do a bead cap away from my bead, and then I'm going to put on another seashell bead. Okay, so just like this. And then I'm just going to tie it in an overhand knot, keeping everything good and tight down there pretty well. And I'm just going to make an overhand knot. Okay. I'm going to scoot it down to the beads and pull tight. And there's our first little side. Now we're going to do the same exact thing on the other side. Okay. So taking again about 3 feet or so of my leather, we're coming right through this hole. I'm going to pull up enough so that I have it enough to wrap. Put our noodle bead in. And you just have to kind of hold that the best you can. It really is kind of a fiddly little situation there. Okay, and then I'm just going to wrap 1, 2, 3, 4, and like I said, I like to do 5 wraps. And then I'm going straight back up through my noodle. And then when I pull it out, and I'm just holding the barrel knot there in place, and then I just gently scrunch it down. Very gently, and try to make it really neat. And I want to make it, you know, identical to the other one if I can. So just pulling tight, and there it is. Okay, and then I'm just going to cut. Whoops, it's a piece of my cord that, or my stuff that the beads were on. So I'm just going to cut right there. Going to take some glue, coat that really well. And then I'm just going to take one of my seashell beads. That one might not be the one. You just have to try different ones. Some of them, their holes are way bigger. I don't know why. Some I slide on really easy, just like this one. Okay, we're going to take it all the way down to the bead. Actually, I need to cut that just a little bit more. Doesn't need to be quite that big. Okay, there we go. And now when that dries, it will dry kind of to the bead. All right, now we're going to do a bead cap facing the seashell bead, a bead cap away from it, and another seashell bead. All right, there we have it. And then I'm just going to tie this just like I did the other one. Overhand knot. Okay, just scooting it down and making everything tight. All right, and there we go. Let me scoot that one up just a little. Okay, so there is how we're going to attach our starfish on, and I think it's going to look really good. Okay, so we've got him on there, and these beads. Now let's see, let's do a rondelle. And I don't like to knot between each bead. I like to put a few beads on and then do a knot. I just think it looks way better. So we're going to do a rondelle. Let's do one of these cubes. These are so cool. These agate cubes. That one's pretty frosty. Let's see if we can find another frosty one. And then how about one of these guys? And would these look good with the bead caps or not? Let's try them. They may be too small, but we'll see. No, they actually look kind of cute. So let's do these. So we'll do bead cap, melon bead, and a bead cap. Yeah, it's looking really cute. Okay, and then I think I will do, do I want to do this guy next or a starfish next? I think I'm going to do this guy next. And he's not wanting to go on all the way. He wants to slide down halfway and then stop. So let me see if I have a little bit bigger one. One with a bigger hole in it. This guy looks like he might. Well, I didn't even try these because they looked big enough to fit. They might be my trouble. I don't know why they're coming this far and then stopping. Oh crap. Okay, well, if we can't use them on this, we just won't, but I would really like to. Huh, they're going down like right down to the almost the middle of the leather and then stopping. Well, okay, let's not do that. Let's do another one of these. And then we'll tie another knot. Okay, let's do a knot. Same thing over here. And I like the way that this leather tied there with the barrel knots works with this starfish. I think it's really cute. All right, let's see here. Man, I really want to get one of these on here. Let's see if I can get one to go on this side. And I do have, let's see, I don't know, my beading awl. Could just see if I could make it just a little wider. That might help. Yeah, they're just like just a tad bit too small. These are lava, so I might be able to clear out just enough there to get it through. I don't know. Nope. Too bad, because these are super pretty and they would have looked really good on this leather, but I did not check them. I just assumed because they did look, the holes did look big enough, but yeah, they're not going to work. I don't think. The struggle is real. Alrighty, well, okay, let's trash that idea. Let's put our starfish on. How about that? I know these work. So we'll do a starfish on each side. Now let's see, oh yeah, okay. Make sure you put them on the same, well, I guess it doesn't really, you don't have to, but I like to try to put them on the same way. The cord goes in through the body and out through a leg. There we go. All right, let's see, what do we want to do next? How about another seashell bead? Another seashell bead on this side. Really hate it that those lava beads didn't work on this. But you'll have that, I guess. Okay, we'll do some bead caps, one facing the seashell bead and one away. And then another seashell bead. These go on fairly easy compared to the lava beads. Now some of them, you know, are so small that they're not going to work, but for the most part, you can kind of get these on if you just have a little patience. There must be like a wide spot in the leather right there because they're all balking at that one spot for some reason. Okay, bead cap facing it. Bead cap facing away. And another seashell bead. Alright, now I would like to do another bead cap facing the seashell bead and another bead cap facing away and go ahead and put another fluted bead on here. These are so pretty. I like them a lot. Put a bead cap on the top. Same thing on this side. Fluted bead. And a bead cap on the top. I know I'm mumbling at this point, but you can definitely see what I'm doing, so all I'm doing is telling you what I'm doing. Okay. Let's do a cube. Another cube. Let's do one of these guys. And then probably not. Let's do a knot. I kind of hate it that they only gave us 5 of the fluted beads. I hate when they do that. I would rather them give us 6 or 4 because now I have 1 left over. No, I don't either. Oh, they did give us 6. Okay, I'm sorry, bargain bead box. I thought there was just 5. I hate when when bead boxes do that. They only give you 5 of something because then you're like, you know, if you're using it asymmetrically, then you're in trouble. But they did give us 6, so I'll jump the gun on that. I apologize. Alrighty. Let's do this guy. I do see 2 more, and I may save a pair. I may save this pair for some earrings to go with this because we have a lot of starfish, and I think I can patina the little starfish charms to match what I did here, and then we would have a cute little pair of earrings to match it. So there we go. Let's see, let's do another seashell. Whoops. Watch that, didn't want to go through that hole. Another seashell. And you can make this, I mean, obviously, you just make it as long as you want it to be. I like necklaces like this to hang kind of, I don't like them to be super long, I guess. Oh, come on, there's got to be another seashell bead that'll fit on here. There we go. So I usually make something like this about, I don't know, 23, 24 inches. But we'll see here. I do have more bead caps. Let me see. Do I want to use them? Probably I do. Let's see what we got here. There's 2, 4. Oh yeah, there's a bunch still over here. So let's go ahead and put another one on. I like to do this back-to-back thing with bead caps. I think it's really cute. And let's do a Rondelle. See if he'll go. Yeah, he's okay in the bead cap. I was afraid he might be too small, but he's not. Okay, same thing over here. The Rondelle's fit on the leather really well, no problem. Okay. So, it's looking cute. Let's go ahead and do another of these cubes. And I wish those lava beads would have fit. They just would not do it. Okay, so we've got 2 cubes. We got a cube on each side. What do we want to do now? Probably, let's do another of these. Yeah, I think I'll save the fluted ones for the earrings. So there's 2 of those left. Save a couple cubes, a couple of those, a couple of these. 1, 2, 3, 4 bead caps ought to be enough. And then we'll use the starfish charms, not these beads. All right, another seashell bead and then a knot, I'm thinking. And then I'm going to measure this. I have absolutely got stuff all over my hands from this project. And I know that there's a seashell bead that will fit. Is it you? Yes, it is you. Okay. So let's go ahead and knot again. Okay, over here. Well, you need to go down way more. Okay, now let's measure this. So if I like them about 23 inches, where's my ruler? What do we have going on here? So from about the bottom of the Starfish up to there is, so far I've got about 18 inches. So I do need to go a little bit more. I'm not going to go a whole lot more because I want to leave some of the leather showing. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put a Starfish on each side. And you might have to take your beading awl and kind of open up the holes on these Starfish to get the leather through. Or my leather might just need to be, sometimes it just needs to be cut a little, like it gets kind of what I call soggy when you've been stringing with it for a bit. And this one, okay. So I'm going to do that, and then I'm going to do another one of these guys. And then I'm going to tie it again, another knot. And the rest of it, I'm going to leave as the leather, just the leather showing. So let's go ahead and tie this one. And this one. Okay, now, this turned out cute. Okay, so we've got about 20 inches, so yeah, I'm gonna go, let's see. How far do I want to go? Got about 20, so that would be 24 total. I'm talking total length when I am talking about this. So, you know, it depends. Like if I want it to be 23 inches long on each side, that'd be different. But I like, you know, the total length to be about 23 inches. So let me hold this up and just see. Yeah, that's looking pretty good. I don't want it to be much longer than that because I want this to hang up around my collarbone. Okay, so I'm going to go right here at the, I'm going to go about 13 inches per side, which, you know, is going to be about 26 total, and cut it. Okay, so now I'm going to take these little crimp lock dudes, and I am going to get some E6000 on my little toothpick here. I'm going to coat the end of my leather really well. And then I'm just going to stick it right up in there. And just to where you start to see it come out the top. And then I'm just going to let it sit for a second while I do the other side. Again, just stick it up in there until you start to see it come out the top. Put the lid back on this glue because it's leaking everywhere. Okay, and then what I do is I take my needle nose pliers and I'm just going to crimp down right there in the middle. And you have to crimp hard. And this, I'm hoping, this leather is not too thin for it, but it may be. No, that's going to hold it, I think. And of course the glue in there is going to help hold it too, but you really need to try to crimp it down really good. I kind of messed him up, but yeah, I really did mess that one up. Okay, let's do this one. It's okay. This is going to be my own necklace, and nobody's going to see that part because I never wear my hair up. But yeah, that's the idea. Okay, so there they are. And that one, yeah, that one got a little wonky, but that's okay. And the glue will dry in there too and help hold those into place. It's better if you have a little bit thicker leather than this 1mm, but I don't, so not for this project anyway. Okay, so now we need to put our lobster on. So I'm just going to hook my lobster to this one. Whoops. And then I'm going to put a ring on the other end for the lobster to hook to. And we'll be done. So there's that. Let me grab a ring. I didn't get another one out. Not a big enough one. And I'm just going to put a ring here for the lobster to hook onto. And if you wanted to put an extender on this, you could. You would do it now. You would hook it to this ring, but I don't need it. So we'll go ahead and put this right on here. And there it is. Now I do want to let these little crimp tube cord in things dry before I do much pulling on them, but there it is. It turned out super cute, I think. I like the look of this kind of patina on this starfish, and I may take it and even buff it a little bit more. It probably, a lot more is not going to come off because of the resin that we mixed in, which is precisely why I did it. But I'm just going to buff it a little bit to make sure that any that would still come off will come off right now and not later when you're wearing it. And if you wanted to take crystals and glue all down through there, you definitely could. But I like the way this turned out. I like this color. And like I said, I've not done a lot of patina, so I don't really know a heck of a lot about it. I just know that you can mix it with the acrylic paints, but you can't mix too much acrylic paint in or it will cause your resin not to cure. That I do know. So, but yeah, I think this turned out super cute. I like that it still has a lot of the silver showing, but it kind of picks up the greens up in here. And I did patina one of the earring pieces just to see how it would look. And they turn out really cute. So we'll make a matching pair of earrings to go with this, and it'll be super cute. But we'll do that in another video. Alright guys, thanks for watching. I will put this on a form so you can take a better look at it. I'll be right back.